Hey everyone, this is my top 10 movies of 2025. A couple days late, wanted to make sure that I watched everything I could that I thought, had a chance at making it in the top 10. Just before we get into it, I will say this has been another year for remakes, reboots, sequels, and I think next year, same thing. And I think it's gonna be kind of the trending thing for a while now is Hollywood's too scared to come out with original pictures because of streaming and things like that. But I think this top 10 is pretty justified, so we'll jump into it. But I will warn you, there is a Marvel movie in here that I already know I'm gonna catch heat for putting in here. It was well received, but I put it over a couple movies, but we'll get into it. Let me know what you think in the comments. But so we'll start off with an honorable mention. Didn't want to leave it out. Companion. This was a horror thriller. Kind of went under the radar. Jack Quaid, Sophie Thatcher. I remember watching this movie and the humor is so on point. I mean, everything in this movie is funny. Everything lands in this movie. Is the plot consistent? Not so much. Are there big plot holes? Yeah, you have to kind of take some leaps in logic. Another thing I'll say with this movie that kind of hurt it more than that was the on-the-nose messaging. This was kind of a gender war, dating kind of movie, but it just gets to be a little on the nose. I'm okay with it sometimes, but whenever it gets too preachy, it's like, okay, now you're taking me out of it. But outside of that, it's actually a really fun movie. Simple premise, but almost like a Black Mirror premise. But really fun. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Number 10. This was the last movie that I've actually seen in 2025 was Train Dreams. Like I said, the past few years have been pretty thin in terms of quality. And I thought this was different. I thought it was unique. It's one of those movies that you think, well, that was just too simple. I'm going to forget about it. But then it lingers with you. Then it stays with you. And you go, oh, that ending actually did hit like a ton of bricks. And maybe I want to watch it again. And so this stars Joel Edgerton, kind of a simple lumberjack mountain man kind of movie where, it's a simple movie. It's a movie about a guy going through life and the people coming in and out of it and how fast time goes. And like I said, the ending hits like a ton of bricks. So check it out. If you're into one of those slow burn kind of movies, it's on Netflix. Give it a shot. It's short, very contained. Almost seemed like something you would see on YouTube before it becomes a movie. But check it out. Let me know what you think. Number 9, kind of going off of Train Dreams in that category, is Sentimental Value. Stellan Skarsgård is phenomenal in it. I could see him, I don't know if it would be a supporting or lead actor nominee, but he'll get nominated for something. He was incredible in it. Again, simple premise, father-daughter movie, estranged family, drama, what's going to happen by the end of it? Do they connect by the end of it? Do they separate? And it's a brilliant movie. The writing's incredible, and it is heartfelt. It is touching. Not as much as my number 1, but it is really good, and I enjoyed it. And like I said, these movies, in the past 5 years have been so big budget, so blockbusters, so popcorn movies. And so it's nice to go in and, I saw No Other Choice the other day, and I was reading the subtitles. And it's like, I don't mind reading subtitles. I just want to see something other than a big budget popcorn movie. I want to see something with a little more heart to it. And Sentimental Value is definitely that. Number 8, here's the MCU, here's a Marvel movie. I'll go with Fantastic Four. And I think a lot of you were thinking Thunderbolts. Fantastic Four really caught me by surprise. I've never been a really big Fantastic Four person. I thought the casting of Pedro Pascal was off. I was not excited for this. And when I went to go see it, night 1, it blew me away. And I wouldn't say it's, top 5 Marvel movies ever, but it's definitely top 10. It stands on its own. And I think that's its strength, is it really stands on its own. You kind of have some ideas going into this movie. It's in its own world. Nothing's really connected to it. And so you're kind of thinking, oh man, there are stakes here. And they actually do a good job of building up the stakes throughout the movie. You actually care about these characters. You actually care about this family. You don't know what's going to happen. It's just everything from the world building to the sets to the imagery of Galactus, the size scaling of Galactus, the action. They don't overdo it with the humor. They let you really sit and understand the stakes of what's happening. People feel scared in this movie, and I'm like, where was this? The hard part about this movie is it bombed. I think it bombed. It didn't do too well at the box office, and Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four both didn't do too well. So it's unfortunate when they actually try, they don't do too well, but I think it's worthy of being in the top 10, Fantastic Four. Number 7, this was a fan favorite. This was a blockbuster popcorn movie, F1. This was basically Top Gun Maverick racing, or F1 style, right? Brad Pitt does he plays Brad Pitt. It's a story you've seen many times before. The old head comes out of retirement and butts heads with the rookie, but the racing is fun. Like I said, it's like Top Gun Maverick. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, it's simple. It's a good movie. It's a heartfelt movie. It's a good sports movie. They play it safe, okay, but I think safe is sometimes good, and I think they do a good job of it. Every now and then, it's okay to say, you know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Let's stick to what usually works. They went all in on the racing, I think, which I think was a smart choice. It really made you feel like you were in the car racing. It's a good, fun, safe movie. And it delivered. There was a lot of marketing leading up to this. Blockbuster popcorn movie. Everyone loved this one. Number 6, here's where we start to kind of break away a little bit in terms of quality and what I liked this year. Frankenstein. Frankenstein, I did not expect to like this. I'm not a Frankenstein person. I've never really cared much for the story, the character, any of it. But Guillermo del Toro, I'll go see what he's putting out. I've always admired his world building, his practical effects. You can always tell when he goes the extra step to really like prosthetics and things like that, where you actually feel like it's real. And I think most of it, like the sets, for example, were real. The prosthetics, things like that, it just looked great. Apart from that, though, the writing, every now and then Guillermo del Toro hit or miss. With Frankenstein, the writing is phenomenal in this. You never in this entire movie feel like there's a lull. Oscar Isaac and I forget his name, Jacob Elordi, are perfect for each other in this movie. I mean, you can feel the bitterness they have towards each other. They hate each other. You not only wonder how it's going to end up, but you also want to see what's the message we're getting from this. What are we trying to get from this movie, and is it executed well? You start to really think like this is actually a lot deeper than what a lot of people have done with the Frankenstein story. So I think this was, again, kind of like F1. Guillermo del Toro already had the Frankenstein story to go off of, but he executed it so beautifully. So if you haven't seen this, go check it out. I know sometimes the Frankenstein story to a lot of people, including me, seems like a sleepy story. Give it a shot. I did not think it was going to be good. I didn't even want to see it. And I was pleasantly surprised with this, so go check it out. Number 5. I think a lot of people aren't even going to have this in their list. Novocaine. Novocaine, Jack Quaid, who's really kind of rising the ranks, is so creative. That's what I love about it. It's a guy that cannot feel pain, has to go and get his girlfriend back. The can't feel pain part is kind of the hero here, because they do a great job of approaching that premise from every angle. It's so creative and so fun. It's kind of like, what is going on here? So it's super fun, super funny. Action's cool, action's great, and it's unorthodox. That was one of the movies that it's just a blast from beginning to end. Humor, action, premise, everything. And it's short and sweet. It's not 2.5 hours long. It knows its place. It knows what it is. Definitely one of my favorite movies of the year, and I think it deserves top 5. Top 4, this is where I think it takes another step up. These top 4 are contenders for, or at least the best pictures of the year to me, to probably many other people. Number 4, Bugonia. Bugonia. This was very M. Night Shyamalan. I think if you don't know who Yorgos is, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his last name, you're gonna have a blast in this movie. It's like prime M. Night Shyamalan, right? Is this woman that they captured an alien, or is she not? If you do know Yorgos, the movie plays into certain things where you go, I think I know what's gonna, knowing his last few movies, especially in the last couple years, I think I know what he's gonna do here. The entire time I'm sitting there thinking that, and it kind of took away from my experience. And I know most moviegoers will look at this and go, you know, what's gonna happen? Emma Stone doesn't really have much to work with, but Jesse Plemons really stands out. I wouldn't be surprised if he's nominated for, I guess it would be lead actor, right, in this one. But yeah, I think this fun premise, executed well. Like I said, it kind of reminded me of Prime Shyamalan. So if you still haven't seen this would be, put these top 4 next up on your movie watch list, because these are the best. Number 3, kind of another horror thriller, Weapons. I think when I watched this movie, the premise leading up to it was the best that we've seen in years. Kids disappeared. They ran out of their house. We don't know where they went. We don't know why they went there. It's simple, it's captivating, and it makes you go, I have to see this. And I think with Weapons, everyone does great. Julia Garner's in here, Josh Brolin. There's so many great actors in here, great performances in here. You're in this thing. You're going, what is happening? Where did these kids go? This is creepy. This is cool. I like it. It's almost kind of True Detective almost. And this is an episodic movie, and kind of like a Tarantino, I think we could have left out certain people, certain chapters. It didn't detract too much from me. My biggest issue with the movie was I think he just revealed what was happening too early. So in the last third of the movie, you're going, what are they going to do to this witch? And I wish we kind of held off on it a little longer to leave things up to the imagination. I know they're talking about a prequel with witch character. I'm like, why? Why do we need that? Outside of that, it's a great premise, executed very well. It's just super creative. There is actually some humor in here that lands too. So if you're into horror, check this one out. This is, I think, the best horror of the year. Number two is Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme is kind of like Train Dreams. At the end of it, lingers with you, and you start to it grows, and you go, I need to watch that thing again. It's deeper than what they let on. Marty Supreme is advertised as a sports movie, but it's anything but that, really. It's almost like an anti-hero. I remember watching this and I was going, this is like Uncut Gems. And then I look later and I go, it's a Safdie brother. Okay, that makes sense. But this is Uncut Gems with some ping pong in it. Timothée Chalamet brings it. I remember looking at my brother in the movie, he's going, I can't do this. I can't keep watching this. Because there's just so much. It's chaotic. And there's a little bit of ping pong at the beginning, a little ping pong at the end. But everything in between is like, what is happening? And I think that's what makes it so special. And it's really about this guy who can't accept responsibility. He can't, all the lives that he goes into, he ruins. And you see it unfold. And then the movie reminds you is, oh wait, this is a ping pong movie, by the way. Did you forget that? And I just think that's so clever. And I think more sports movies, they need to take that approach. Because I'm so tired of going to the movies, seeing these greatest hits. We know the music. We sing to it every day. I want to learn more about the character. And I think this does a great job of, hey, we're going to deep dive into this character, Marty. And I really like that approach. And I really like the chaotic storytelling. He's just one of those interesting characters that you're either going to love him or hate him. And I think that really makes the movie. And I think it makes it special. And I think it's going to stick with you. And I think it's one of the movies that you really want to go back into the movie theaters and rewatch. Number 1, I think a lot of people haven't seen this either. Rental Family. It's the movie itself that's just heartwarming. It's almost like an early 2000s movie, kind of like a Yes Man with Jim Carrey. The premise is almost fantastical. This is a guy, he's an actor. He has to go play the part of father, friend, journalist, and he can't tell anyone. And he starts to really bond with these people, and you know how this goes. And it's like I said, most of these movies, except Weapons and Bugonia and things like that, they have a pretty simple premise, but they execute it really well. And that's what good movie making is all about. Is you don't always need Infinity War level type of premise. Have a simple premise and execute it well. And I think Rental Family did that so well. There's so much heart in it. It's so cool being in Japan with Brendan Fraser, walking around these roads in Tokyo and all these different places and meeting these different characters. And then, and it's just such a different culture that it's interesting. And to see Brendan Fraser just soak it all in and really deliver. And again, like I said, it's heartwarming. It's one of those movies, kind of like a Green Book, where it's just like, man, I could turn this on for Christmas and drink a cup of hot chocolate and watch this and feel good about myself. It actually got me choked up in the end. And that does not happen that often. So I think this is one of the most underrated movies of the year. I think it deserves number 1 or number 2. But Rental Family, go check it out if you haven't. But yeah, guys, that's it for my top 10 this year. Let me know what you think if I left something off. And I just went with the movies that stuck with me most, that left the most impact on me. Let me know what your, top 10 is, or maybe your number 1, number 2 are this year, and leave it in the comments below. Thanks, guys.